Hello and welcome. Today, we're journeying back in time to explore one of the most pivotal moments in Christian history, Paul's arrival in Philippi. This isn't just a historical account, it's a powerful prophetic pattern for our lives today. So, how did Paul even end up in Philippi? It certainly wasn't his original plan. Acts chapter 16 tells us a fascinating story of divine redirection. First, the Holy Spirit forbids Paul and his companions from preaching in Asia. Then, Paul has a vision of a man from Macedonia begging them to come and help. This shows us a crucial principle. God sometimes closes what seem like good doors to open the ones He has appointed. The gospel doesn't just advance by human strategy, it moves by heavenly orchestration. As Ellen White notes, God had foreseen this Macedonian call and was directing every step. Philippi was destined to be the first European foothold for Christianity, strategically chosen by heaven itself. Now, what was Philippi like? It was a proud Roman colony, a bustling city where its citizens were exempt from taxes and held Roman citizenship by birth. But there was one thing missing: a Jewish synagogue, which was usually Paul's first stop. So, what did he do? He went looking for seekers where they might be, by a riverside where people gathered for prayer. And that's where he met Lydia, a businesswoman who feared God. Her heart was open, and she became the first recorded European convert to Christianity, getting baptized along with her whole family. This is so significant. God's work often starts small, with a remnant within a remnant quiet, faithful souls prepared to receive the truth. Lydia represents those in the last days whose hearts are opened by God, even before the message goes public in a big way. The work of reform often begins with receptive individuals, not large institutions. But where the gospel goes, opposition often follows. The enemy stirred up trouble through a fortune teller, which eventually led to Paul and Silas being severely beaten and thrown into a Philippian jail. This brings us to a tough but essential truth. Remember what God told Ananias about Paul back in Acts chapter 9. I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Philippi became the proving ground for that prophecy. Imagine the scene: beaten, imprisoned, humiliated. It could have looked like a total defeat, but suffering became the very seedbed for triumph. At midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns. Their praise led to a divine earthquake, the conversion of the jailer and his family, and the firm establishment of a church. This teaches us that persecution isn't a sign of failure. It's a mark of authentic gospel advancement. The apostles, we're told, didn't even consider their sufferings worth mentioning compared to the glory that was to come. The story doesn't end there. The church in Philippi grew into a model of faithfulness. Years later, Paul wrote to them with deep gratitude, saying, "No church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving, but you only." The Philippian church exemplified sacrificial support, setting a prophetic pattern for God's remnant church in the closing work. This shows that the finishing of God's work won't rely on worldly abundance, but on faithful giving from purified hearts. The success of the message truly depends on the loyalty and sacrifice of those who receive it. After establishing this strong foundation, Paul moved on to Thessalonica and beyond. This demonstrates another key principle. Established truth is a launching pad, not a resting place. The work must keep moving forward. So, what are the end-time lessons from Philippi? We see a blueprint for the final gospel work, divinely directed routes, small and humble beginnings, persecution that actually produces power, and a faithful remnant that sustains the work through sacrifice. The story of Paul in Philippi is a powerful reminder that God's work will be carried forward with incredible power, even when human efforts seem weak. It's a message of hope and courage for all of us today. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.